Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Gambit, where we just beat Eustace at chess, and I'm starting to feel a little bad for him. I mean, I've been feeling bad for him for a little bit now, but dang, has he been through a lot.
Well, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's checkmate.
I don't think I did too bad. What? No. What? Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast. He's particularly speedy when it comes to running away from things, it seems. That's true. Oh, we're back here already? Okay. Interesting. Ugh, I don't have much time left.
I think we'd better check in with Fender. He'll want an update on what we've discovered.
We need to know what's going on over at the courthouse. But Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge?
We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Francisco will continue for the prosecution.
Okay. Is that really alright, though?
It's going to have to be. Like you say, Eustace ran off.
Look, I hate to be a stickler for the details, but let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof means no conviction. That's all there is to it.
That makes no sense. The lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove your client's innocence. Don't make me come over there and whip it into you.
Eek.
Eddie, darling, how much longer is this going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible.
Yeah, sorry, thieves, if our friend, the prosecutor over there, she's stubborn as a freaking mule.
And give me a satisfactory explanation. I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can.
Seriously, I've already taken more licks than I have had birthdays.
Perfect.
Come on, Miles, what's taking so long? I'm happy to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here. Oops, sorry, G, this one's important. Mind if I take it?
Fine.
Fender.
Miles Reno, boy, am I ever glad to hear your voice. How are things on your end?
We found Eustace.
Sweet, and the knife and the chisel?
Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care, which means that Chairman Winner is the only person who knows where they are.
Chairman Winner? But why would he?
We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet. But we do know that Chairman Winner and Warden Lagarde have some sort of connection they'd rather others didn't know about.
Gotcha, alright, guess next move will be to get Excelsius Winner on the stand. Best to hear the deets from the proverbial horse's mouth, right?
I'll keep looking for the missing evidence.
And for Sean.
Well, shake a leg, will you, big guy? Can't keep this one from going to the judges much longer. We're a gnat's whisker from a verdict here.
Understood.
I wonder how long Judge Gavel's nerve can hold. This can't be easy for her. We need to hurry. How are things over at the courtroom of doom?
They're going to call Chairman Winner to the stand. Who knows how that will go for them.
Yeah, he's already stooped to evidence stealing and kidnapping. What else is he capable of?
Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence we have relating to him just in case it might help.
Good idea. All right, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence, fresh from the evidence oven. What?
The gloves we found in his garage. Yes, I was thinking about those. Anything else?
What about the case file from the IS-7 incident? Chairman Winner was involved in that, right?
Yes, he helped suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand.
Okay. IS-7 incident. Case file jotted down. Okay.
Excellent. Do we have anything else?
We sure do. Last but far from least, there's this.
Yuyata Karasu pin.
Okay.
I asked for evidence related to Chairman Winner. Can you please try and take this seriously?
Is this a spoof on us presenting useless crap to people all the times? Says the guy who spends his life That totally was it. I'm surprised I picked up on that, because usually I don't. Says the guy who spends his life presenting people with evidence that has nothing to do with anything.
That's, different. Wait, that's...
Eustace? Huh, hey, what are you doing here? Rude, he totally ignored me. What was he doing in the big building, I wonder? Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to.
Yes, good idea. Uh-huh.
The hatch is wide open. Maybe Eustace opened it. Did Eustace really come down here? Mr. Edgeworth, look! The safe, it's open! Uh-oh. I guess maybe he did come down here. We'd better take a closer look. Alright, I guess we'll start with that. There's some stuff left in the safe.
I think we'd better take a look, don't you? The owner will just have to forgive our prying.
What's this?
Is it a document of some kind?
Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached too.
This picture, it's of...
Oh. Whoa, that's Mr. Knight, right? Bronco Knight, I'm the president's personal bodyguard. Yeah, that's him. Why is there a picture of him in here? And what's this paperwork about?
I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look.
You were right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. Alright, that's not where I thought that was going. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess game with. Okay. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make that worm admit he's Canis' lackey if it's the last thing I do. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to piece this together. I mean, so clearly this is from Fifi. Could we... we probably can't present this as evidence since it's very, very stolen. Sort of. But if that was left here, then what was taken? Because this is pretty incriminating on its own. So you do your bit too and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. Wait, hold on. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it.
It seems to be some sort of a report on Knight.
Yeah, and it must be from right around the time he was killed. That's true. We know that Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office.
I think we can safely assume that this document was written by Fifi Lagarde, don't you?
Yeah, it was like the one thing I was sure of. I'd say so.
But who was it written for?
Oh, I guess whoever owns the safe?
I'd say that's likely to be the auctioneer, the Excelsius winner himself.
That makes sense. Proof that they really did know each other.
Indeed, and not only that, it proves another connection.
Huh?
Lagarde and Winner were trying to flush out Mr. Canis' henchman.
Oh, you mean Bodhidharma Canis, right? The assassin guy with a soft spot for dogs. Yeah, how does he factor into this?
Yeah, something links the three of them. Something they don't want anybody to know.
But what?
I don't know yet, but I suspect it has something to do with this case.
A report from Warden Lagarde to Chairman Winner about the connection between Knight and Canis. Wait, there's something else in here we've seen before.
There's something on his finger.
Let's take a closer look, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a ring, and an expensive looking one at that.
Don't even think about it, Kay.
What? I didn't say anything.
Well, Mr. Knight. Your chest set and your ring are here, too. And all your possessions in one place.
So basically, the safe was full of evidence from the murder at the prison. Yeah, that stands to reason.
It would seem so.
Which means the missing knife and chisel might be here too. Nope, that's definitely what was taken. Knife, chisel. No, they're not gonna be there. No dice. There's nothing else here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff.
Really? Curses.
Knight may be dead. Curse you, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet. Okay. But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what it was. Knight's possessions data jotted down in my organizer. Pocket chest set and a ring found in the safe in the auction storeroom. Okay, well. Shall I follow the green arrow? Oh, I guess. Oh, I didn't even press a button. I just moved. Could I interest you two in some cotton candy, perhaps? Oh. I have ice cream, too. But if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan.
You! The killer.
It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth. But what are you doing here? It's just as I said. I'm selling cotton candy. Can I really not interest you in some? Parting clouds, it's called. Very apt. Sweeter than death itself, and so delicious, you'll feel you're parting the clouds en route to heaven. He's the last person on earth I'd accept candy from. I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet? No, I've kind of forgotten everything you said, sorry. Congratulations on another case solved, yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved. Can you? No, that's true.
Have you been watching us this whole time?
Watching you? No, I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point. How are the two things any different? And what does he want with us?
The president's murder. Was that you?
Oh no, my contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. Man no one could kill, notoriously stubborn despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just his brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. It certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. That's true.
Sadly, this time his bodyguards were nowhere to be found.
And after Mr. Rook died to save him, too. As I said, it wasn't me. They did not kill without good reason. Which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention. Thanks to... What does that mean? That is weird. Like, why take the contract in the first place? I mean, I'm assuming it was probably a lot of money. But why would he be happy? Like... There's something there. There's something there. The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity. Ah! Okay, I guess I should have let him talk once more. As to the identity of my target. A betrayal of trust for which I won't soon forgive them. So he took the contract. He's like, well, I am nothing if not a consummate professional. So I guess I'll do it. That's why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person. Is he talking about whoever killed the president?
Who is this person, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, come now, I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time. And what are you going to do when you find them? Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course. What? What are you saying? What's going to happen to them?
I think you can imagine. Well, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up. But I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. A mutual friend, Bodhidharma Canis, he escaped 3 days ago. How's that?
What?
3 nights ago, to be precise. His cell was suddenly simply empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit. Wait, the killer went to visit Canis in prison? How does that relate now? Does that mean he's the person the killer is looking for? Oh, interesting.
That would connect some dots, but I'm having a hard time thinking. I mean, that was so long ago, thinking back to the first 2 cases. Because I'm like, okay, so he hires the killer. Canis hires the killer. And then, I don't know. I'm having trouble, like, articulating the pieces that are starting to come together. Like, I guess the piece I'm stuck on is, did Canis know that the killer was going to figure this out and orchestrated, like, even that part of it?
Now, I'd better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to ground in the end.
Yes.
First a killer, now Canis. 2 assassins on the loose.
And it seems like Canis probably could have escaped anytime he wanted.
Huh? That sound.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's Judge Gavel's cell phone.
Could it be Sean? How's it going, Miles? Whoever it is using a voice changer.
Who is this?
It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course. Red raincoat? Yeah.
You're the one who abducted Kay.
Bingo. Well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. I can't hear, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry.
Where's the speakerphone button?
I was surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball. Hey, I'm standing right here, you know. But never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ringer.
Ah.
What?
This must be the person the killer was talking about.
I also called to say thank you.
I neither want nor need your thanks.
Sure, but you deserve them anyway. I guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? Wait. Uh-oh. Isn't that, the assistant, from the production? Isn't her name Penny? I don't like that. You're right, I abducted Kay, as you put it. But why would I do that? That's right, because I needed you to help me make sure that Winter got caught.
No.
If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. And if you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winter who kidnapped Judge Gavel's boy.
You? How do you know about that?
You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. How could they possibly know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple, at least. Because sweet, innocent little Sean is here with me right now. Now! Oh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces. Well, okay, what do you say? Why don't you come and steal him back just like you said you would? You wouldn't want the amazing Yatagarasu's first commission to be a failure, would you? They even know about that? How can they possibly know so much? Oh, don't get the wrong idea about dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winter's still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean. I just got there first. So there were 2 kidnapping plots. Ooh, what a bunch of clowns. His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake.
Is Sean really there with you? Prove it. Put him on the phone.
Oh, he's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. He's, sleeping. So sweet.
Then why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all.
Look, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you.
What do you want? What's the end game here? Are you just trying to get Lagarde acquitted?
Nope. I couldn't care less about whether they find her guilty or not. So whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winter. My endgame is going to have to stay a secret for now. Alright, nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay?
Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this.
Oh, don't worry, I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice very highly. Bang? What? Well, like that. Who was that?
I wish I knew, but they didn't give us enough to figure that out. Deliberately, I imagine.
What? So we really have nothing to go on? That's not fair. They sure knew a whole lot about us. Indeed they did.
You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know.
Huh. There was, let's see, who do we have? There was like a brief second where I considered it was Eddie. But that doesn't, because he wouldn't be able to have Sean with him right now. That would also be a weird twist. He wouldn't, killing the president wouldn't do him any good though. I feel like, oh my god, like this lineup right here.
How is it possible they were party to so much that happened in private?
Right? They knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation too.
We need to figure out how. Where were they getting their information from?
Let's consider this carefully. What were the things they knew? You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you. Okay, so knows that she visited. You don't want the amazing Yatagarasu, so knows that Kei's Yatagarasu, and that we were commissioned to solve this. Sounds like that one was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces. That's it. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer?
I've got it, Kei. I know how they knew.
Huh? Really?
Whoever it was, they were.
Well, oh, it said see our face. They wish they could see our faces. So it has to be listening, right? It can't be following. We can rule that one out. Filming, then he would be able to see our face. I think it's got to be listening.
They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer.
What? Like they were eavesdropping on us?
Think about what the kidnapper said.
Sounds like that one was a real surprise. If only I could see your face. Yeah, that was it.
If only I could see your faces, that means they couldn't. So they weren't filming or following us.
Okay, so what? They hit a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at the stuff in my bag. Where could they have concealed it? And we'll just have to figure out where that could have been in the next episode. I hope you're still enjoying this. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.